Colin, we're here preparing for the Scotland game. It's going to be a tough test. Obviously, they're in preparation for the European Championships. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the toughest test we've had so far. Not just because Scotland are a good side and have obviously qualified, like you just said, but also because our team, with maybe over half the girls are off season now. They needed a holiday after a long season that they had at their clubs. So they're coming in now, like from their holidays. And that will be a difficult thing now to see and how we get around that. But I think I love football, and the girls should have that attitude. We're playing for our country, representing our country. You can play against Scotland. The timing of the game doesn't really matter. Let's get out there and play.
Even with those difficulties you've just mentioned, you've only lost one game in 6 and one game this year. That's going to be good form to take into this match.
Yeah, and hopefully we can, keep that up, get a result in Scotland. Again, I know it's going to be a tough one, but there's always a chance to get a result, and if the girls are well organised and we find the right strategy and we see it through, I'm sure we can be a really, really tough opponent for the Scots. That's what we want to do, and then try and get as much information out of this game as possible. Situations that the Scottish team may be able to exploit, that we can identify and then work on, because we don't really have that much time leading up to the Northern Ireland game. So every bit of information we can get out of this game will definitely be a positive, regardless of how the result is at the end of the day.
And like you say, it's the perfect preparation for that game in Belfast on September the 19th. I bet you must already be excited about that.
Well, I am, but obviously I want to play Scotland first. Personally, I've never ever been to Scotland, so that's going to be an interesting one. And I just want to, try and be a really, really good and tough opponent for them, and then just see how we go. But obviously, you always have Northern Ireland at the back of your head, and I've had that since the day of the draw. So, everything that we're doing basically is focused for that match against Northern Ireland. But again, we want to use this one against Scotland and get as much out of it as we can.